Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. And it's time for Thankful Thursday. It's only Monday, but it's going to be Thankful Thursday. I'm trying to stay busy, and what I want to do for Thankful Thursday today is something for preservation. And I was just waiting for sweet potatoes to go on sale. And they went on sale for 49 cents a pound, so I grabbed some. And I want to show you what I do. I did this a couple years ago and used it all up, and I meant to do it last year and I forgot. So we're going to do a little bit different, and it's going to take a couple of days to actually do everything. That's why I'm starting today. But I want to start out with a few verses, and it's on comforting with grief and loss, and then we'll get started. The first one, there's three of them. The first one is Matthew 5:4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. A lot of you have said that you're going through the same thing with your family as well, losing members. Revelations 21:4. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. And the last one is Psalms 147:3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And I think that it takes time, but I think that he does that. So let's go into prayer, and then let's show you what I'm doing for preservation. Heavenly Father, thank you for everyone that comes into this video today, and let them be comforted if they're hurting and pain from a loss of a loved one. It's a really hard pain, and we know that people tell us they go to a better place, and we know that they do, but that doesn't make us miss them any less here. We love them. You put them in our lives for a reason. They meant everything to us, and now you have them in your arms. We rejoice in the thought that they're with the people that they loved. Like my brother's with his other brother and sister right now, and my mom and his mom and our dad and his dog that he loves so much. But for those of us sisters and a brother that's left behind, it hurts. And I know there's people out there experiencing that pain right now too, and I hope that you wrap your arms around them and you comfort them and you let them feel your love and know that you've got our back. No matter how much pain, no matter how many tears, you've got us. If there's other concerns out there with, finances or just depression, anything, please wrap your arms around them, God. They need your help. In these times, they're pretty rough, and we could use a lot more of you. I ask all these things in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, so I'm heating my oven up to 400 degrees. I should tell you probably what I'm going to do first, right? So a few years ago, I actually cooked up a bunch of sweet potatoes, and then in the oven, and then I took all the guts out of them, and I blended them up, and then I dehydrated them. And once I did that, then I blended it up again, and I used it for sweet potatoes and mashed potatoes. I used it for pie, and it worked out so good. I'd never made a sweet potato pie before, and it worked really, really well for that. So we're going to try that again. All right, so let's bring you down here. So the first thing we need to do for our sweet potatoes is I'm going to spray. I've got 2 trays full here. I thought I had more, and then I got in my potato drawer, and well, some of them went bad. Now, you can salt them or do whatever, but I don't do that because I don't want them salted if I decide to make a pie out of them or whatever. Now, you're going to want to make sure you do that other side as well, even though you're going to put it right back down, because it will burn. Because it's almost like you're frying them but in the oven, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you rub those really good. I forgot where I left off. Now these ones will be done a lot quicker. They're the couple that I have left of the small ones. But this really makes it so easy that, you know, if you want to do sweet mashed potatoes one night for dinner and you just don't want to take all that time baking them and all that good stuff, you just rehydrate them and they make awesome mashed potatoes. If you have to make a pie, it really, really does work great. My kids like sweet potato pie. And actually, Tom has never been a sweet potato person. But, you know, with us doing different things, he's actually gotten to like sweet potatoes, which is shocking. But our kids all love sweet potatoes. There's a piece of my towel. If I still need more, you know, when they go on sale again, I can grab more. Alright, so let me put that one in the oven. My hand's all greasy. So now, obviously, I'm not going to keep you here the whole time for that to bake. So you want to bake them until they're 45 to 50 minutes, until you can poke your fork through them and they're soft. And then I'll come back and I'll show you the next step when they cool down. So I was thinking about mourning and loss and healing and comfort, because a few of you did say that you just lost family members or they're on the verge of losing them. And I know a friend of mine, she called me today, and her ex-husband is on his last leg, and so she has all the kids at her house. And it's hard when we lose somebody we love. And I know that, you know, like people will ask you, is it easier to lose them quickly or when you know that it's coming? And to be honest with you, the shock when it's quick, it is shocking, and it hurts. But so does that one that holds on forever, you know. So either way, you've lost a part of your life, a part of what you grew up with or what you knew coming up as a kid. And, you know, that kind of sucks. I hate death. It's something I don't like to go through, but I know that we have to. But, you know, I was thinking about it, and it's not just in death. Comfort needs to be in all different kinds of things. It could be losing a job, or, you know, argument with family, or whatever it happens to be. And we need to learn to be those people that can be comforting in the time of their needs. It may not be your time that you need that assistance, but it is theirs. And whether it's family or friends or just acquaintances, people that you meet on the internet, they need you at that moment, just to maybe hold their hand, you know, lay your head on their shoulders, you know, tell them that you love them and that you care about them and that you'll be there for them. The comfort is, when I seen all of you praying for me and my family, that meant the world to me. And I'm sure when I get really sad, which has been a nonstop thing right now, but I can look back to all those prayers and those good wishes, and I can think and see how many of you are there for me and my family, and that means the world to me, more than you'll ever know. Sorry. I had all these plans for this week. I don't know if I'll get all of them done, but, you know, I've been trying to double up on my videos a little bit so that I can get more watch time and stuff like that, and I don't know if that's going to happen this week. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. We have his Celebration of Life Wednesday, And then Thursday, I'm taking my youngest grandson. We're going back down to that shop, and we're going to go shopping. And my grandkids, I know people go, like, kids get that excited. Yeah, my grandkids love to shop. Even my 2-year-old, he loves to shop. They like to grab things. Well, the 2-year-old does. So I had another question, too, for those of you that are still watching right now. I was told by someone very close to me that by doing the Thankful Thursdays, that I tried to come across as a super Christian. And I'm just curious if any of you feel that way, because if you do, please let me know. And if you do, you know, I'm sorry, I fall short of the grace of God every day. I was told that I cuss like a sailor, and I do. I don't use the Lord's name in vain, and I'm trying to work on that, but we all have our things that we need to work on and to do. And my journey will be a journey till the last day on this earth. I don't think that we ever stop walking our walk with God, ever. I think that we fall and we pick ourselves back up, and He's there. I think sometimes we pull away from God, and He doesn't pull away from us. He never leaves. He never leaves us. And we just have to remember to go back to Him. And I think that we've all had those days, you know. And it seems like, I was just talking to Rhoda, it seems like the closer that you try to get to Him, things get bad for a minute, you know. It's almost like you're tested. And I remember when Tom lost all that income and my income was down, you know, just a few weeks back, I sat here and I cried and I said, do you really think that taking all that money away from us and making it harder on us, that I'm going to turn my back on God? And you know who I was talking to, right? Because, I mean, I think about, you know, like Job, he lost everything, and I hope to God that never happens. I don't want to lose everything. But there's so many more things that we could lose. You know, like I was cleaning up and I knocked over all of my sweet potatoes and over went my tripod and my phone and you know, I'm like, and I had to wash up my potatoes and stuff again, and I almost said, anything else? Don't say that. Because something else can happen. But please let me know if I come across like that, because that's certainly not my intentions. And if I can touch 1 or 2 people every week, then I've done something that I've set out to do. I don't claim to be a preacher, minister, anything like that. I want people to know about God. And I want people to be grateful and thankful and love one another. And I think that's not a super Christian. I think that's just a human thing. I think we should all want to be good to one another. I apologize. And Rhoda's like, stop saying you're sorry. But if I get tearied in the next few weeks, few days, I should say, please bear with me. Because my heart is truly breaking. That was my big brother. And it's truly breaking. And I know that God will get me through it. He's got me through a lot of really tough times in this life. And for all of you that are out hurting right now, and you feel that loss, know that each and every one of us on this channel are here for you. And if you need us to pray for you, or you need us to be of comfort to you, please don't hesitate. Just ask. Because we don't want anybody hurting. We want you to feel the love of God and the love of our community. Because the love there is so just amazing. You guys show so much love and so much care, and it's like you're all sitting here with me and you're all saying, Chris, it's going to be okay. And if any of you out there that need to feel that too, just say something. And we will pray for you, and we will circle around you, even if it's just from the internet. I'm not going to say sorry, Rhoda. This is going to be a long, stupid video. I am sorry, but there I go again. But I'm going to let those cook. And then we're going to skin them out. And then I'm going to take you to the next step. And you guys, for those of you that like sweet potatoes and you like to make mashed potatoes once in a while, or that sweet potato pie, or I've never made that casserole that people make. Tom doesn't like marshmallows, so I don't make it. But this works so great. But you'll see why I had to start on Monday, because it takes a while to cook them and clean them and grind them and put them in the dehydrator and get them out of the dehydrator, all that. But I'll take you along in the steps. And together we're going to preserve us some sweet potatoes. And I got to thinking today, you know, if worse came to worse and I needed more, I have lots of sweet potatoes canned downstairs. And you know what? I thought, why don't you just can the fresh ones and use the old ones? But then I'd have to can. So I'll be back when I pull these out of the oven. I'm going to let them set for a few minutes, because you do got to take them out of their skin. And they get very hot at 400 degrees. So I'll be back then. Alright, so now this is the messy part of it. You're going to take your potatoes and you're just going to peel the peeling off the side, and it'll come right off. And put all of that right inside of my little blender here. I don't want to leave any of the skin on it. But this is the easiest way I've found to do it. You know, you can get the skin off pretty easy, and it blends up nicely. And even if you don't want to preserve it, you could do your other sweet potatoes with this too, you know, if you just want to make sweet potatoes for the day. So what I do is, let's see here, I kind of puree it. So once I puree it, what I do is I put it on my dehydrating sheets, and then I just spread it out thin, kind of like that, because your thick spots are going to take longer. Whoops. That just wants to stick to it, doesn't it? And then I'll fill up all of my trays with the puree. And I will set it for 135, 125, somewhere in there. And I will set it to start out with 8 hours. And it depends on, you know, how long it takes. You never know. And then, so when that gets done, then I'll come back and I'll finish up the video and show you what I do. Thanks for coming along, guys. I was beginning to think that I wouldn't be able to finish up my Thankful Thursday because it wasn't getting all the way dry. So now the sweet potatoes are dry. So what I do is, now if you want to use your little Ninja so that it gets chopped up even smaller, you can do that. However you want it to be, however fine you want it to be, that's completely up to you. You can always put it in whole like this if you want to as well. That is completely up to you. So let's get this lid on there. As long as you're hearing that noise, you'll hear it's, you know, not quite chopped up fine enough. But the fuller it gets, believe it or not, the finer that it'll be. So let me get a couple trays full in here, and then I'll be back. All right, so this is what we got for the sweet potatoes. You can put an oxygen absorber in there, but I plan on using it sooner than a year. But what you want to do is every time you go buy it, just shake it up. Because what it's going to do is if it's not dry enough, then you can actually put it in there and dry it like that. So even if you have to stir it up a little bit, because sweet potatoes, they don't move as good as a lot of other things I've noticed. So just shake them up every couple of days, and then they'll be settled and they'll be fine. So thanks for coming along with me for my Thankful Thursday. I know it took a few days to get here, but we're here. So you guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing. And thanks for sitting along with me. I love you all. You guys have a great day.